We have got a fun show planned for you guys today. As always, Mealfit in the Mazer Kitchen with Thomas Cox. Good morning, Thomas. What are you making today?
Today we are talking about meal prep and how to make people's lives easier by giving them the food and letting us prep the food and letting them eat it at their home instead of them actually making it. So it's going to be a lot of fun today.
Do you have a lot of customers, I'm curious, Thomas, like me, who working moms, I've got 3 young kids under 10 and under. Do you have a lot of moms that say, listen, we want to feed our kids healthy, we can't figure out the hours in the day to get to the grocery store to make the food and then have it on the table before maybe practice or dance or whatever's going on at home?
That is the bulk of what we service, simply because moms are the ones that have a tendency to take care of the kids and pick the kids up and drop the kids off and all those different types of things. And so my goal is to keep you out of the drive-thru.
Yes.
I want to keep you out of the drive-thru for 2 reasons. A, I feel like our food is healthier, but B, I'm a huge proponent of sitting down at night as a family and eating. It's something we do all the time at our house. We may not get breakfast all the time, we may not get lunch all the time, but by goodness, we are going to get, we're going to sit down at dinner, whether you like it or not, and we're going to talk about the day. So that's a huge deal with us too. That
is so true, Thomas. Okay, we'll talk a little bit more about that in a few minutes when we join Thomas from Mealfit in the Mazer Kitchen. And welcome back to Talk of Alabama. We're in the Mazer Kitchen with Thomas Cox from Mealfit. We're making a breakfast burrito, a chicken salad, rice bowl, all kinds of healthy options for you to feed your family or just nourish yourself. Welcome to you, Thomas.
Thank you so much. So what we're going to do today, so meal prep is something that's really hot these days. I mean, it's simply because it's kind of buzzwordy, but we started about 7 years ago, and when we were
before it was trending.
Way before it was trending. We were so trendsetters. Now, we started doing meal prep a while ago, and but what we've done is we've tweaked it over the years.
Yes.
Because I've listened to the people that have ordered from us, like we talked about earlier, the different clientele we have, and people, when they go to the grocery store every week anyway, they always order the same things, and so that's typically what we get. And so one of the things we've started doing is we started doing by the pound items. So you can order a pound of chicken, a pound of broccoli, a pound of rice, and what I'm going to do today is we're going to make dinner real quick. So you get the items in these containers, and then what we're going to do, they're already cooked. It's not like one of the services you've seen on TV or on Facebook or something like that where you have to cook everything. So this is already cooked. We've cooled it properly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to warm it up in the microwave.
Okay.
And then what we're going to do is I've got chicken. So this chicken's been cooked. It's seasoned with our seasoning. Okay. And so I'm just going to take all these things we've had. Now this stuff we got at the store. I've got some honey mustard here.
So let me interrupt you for a second.
Go ahead.
When you come in to Mealfit or pop in, are you buying, so you're buying the meal altogether, or are you buying these individual containers and then making your meal?
You can do whatever you want. So you can buy the individual meals like we have here.
Which is right here, like this salad, for example.
For sure. You can do this.
Okay.
Or you can do the by the pound items. That's the difference in what we do and some of the other companies is, there aren't many of us that do it, but you can buy the individual meals, and we have a lot of people that do that. But we have a lot of people that also buy the pound items because they're picky or they want certain amounts of food because I'm going to eat more than you are because I'm bigger. I mean, just all those different. I hope so. All those different types of things. And so what you can do is you can take the by the pound items and you can mix them and match them however you want. Okay. And so that's what we're going to do here. So I've got some honey mustard, some sun-dried tomatoes,
a little
bacon, and a little rosemary. And all I'm going to do is mix this up.
Okay.
Okay. Very, very simple and easy. I'm going to take my chicken here, and I'm going to roll it in here.
Oh, and a little glaze for it.
That's all we're going to do. And I'm going to put this on the plate.
Okay.
Okay.
And so it looks real fancy, like it took a lot of time.
Yeah, it did. And we're going to do this in this 4-minute section. That's it. So I've got this that's warmed up back here. I'm going to pop this in.
Okay.
And we're going to do that. So we've got, this is hot. This is ready to eat.
Ready to eat. Calorie-wise, you're looking real low calorie here.
Absolutely. With these meals, we try to stay in that 400 to 600 calorie range, which is honestly really good for just about anybody. You can make this as much as you want because people that train really hard or do certain things from an exercise standpoint, they need more calories. And then you have other people that don't need more calories. So what we're going to do is we're going to construct a meal that's in that 4 to, obviously this is a large portion.
Yes.
Probably a little bit bigger than you would eat.
Yes.
But we're going to construct this. I think this is probably ready.
Well, you know, I like this because, you know, as my kids have gotten older, our kids are about the same age.
They are,
They get into sports and activities, and as you said, you want to get them fed out the door, but sometimes they got practice at 6,
Right.
and you work until 5. It's hard to get home and make a meal and get them fed and still be out the door within 60 minutes. It's almost impossible.
Almost impossible. So that's why we do this, because I literally just did this meal.
Yes, in 4 minutes or under.
Less than 4 minutes, and because I had this in my fridge.
Yes.
I constructed it, and now it's not going to take me any more time to make a portion of 4.
That's true.
And so this is what, like, my daughter came in last night at 8 o'clock. I had her a meal sitting there. I warmed it up, and she was in the bed in 25 minutes.
And on top of that, it is healthy, as you said.
Absolutely.
You can feed a lot because these
can.
are pounds, you said,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
And
Yep.
so shelf life. So if you buy these and you want to feed a family for the week, could you buy things on Monday and have food for Tuesday,
7
Wednesday,
days.
Thursday? Okay.
Yes, you can. Now you can order as much as you want.
Yes.
It's all about convenience and what you're looking for. Some people don't even want to fool with this. There are a lot of people. I have a guy that orders 14 bowls every week.
Wait, 14 a week?
14 a week. He orders 1 for lunch and 1 for dinner every week. And so he does that. That's what he does. But I have some people that order tons and tons of by the pound items.
Yeah.
I have a lady who is renovating her kitchen. She has no kitchen whatsoever. And so she orders, we feed her and her family breakfast, lunch, and dinner every week.
Yes.
All week long, because they don't have a kitchen. We even do our breakfast items. And so this has been a game changer for so many people.
Okay, so how do people come see you or look you up to order online?
Okay, everything we do is online based. We have a place, but we don't do any of the ordering in person. Everything's done online. Mealfit.co, and then there's a tab right there. It says meals right there on the left. There you go, right there.
Yep.
And you click down to go to all meals, and then when you go to all meals, you can different things that we have on there. So you order by Sunday at noon.
Okay.
And then you pick up food on Monday after 4 o'clock. And we'll talk about all the different locations here in just a little bit. But yeah, we've got tons and tons of different things. We even got little sweet things in there, just a little bit.
Oh,
Cookies,
a little sugar.
Just a little bit.
Just
a little bit.
We won't mention that. Don't go far. We're talking all things wine with a local wine enthusiast next. You're watching Talk of Alabama. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Talk of Alabama. We are in the Mazer Kitchen with Thomas Cox from Mealfit today, and we are making some healthy meals. So we left you with this, Thomas.
So we're talking about these things, and one of the questions we had touched on earlier was who orders from us.
Yes.
And you asked about moms, and that is a large portion of who orders from us, the busy moms. But we also have a lot of executives that order. They're blowing and going in 60 and 70-hour weeks, and they don't have time to fix meals. Make for a lot of those. We also feed college and pro athletes in the off season. We have a lot of NFL guys that when they come to Birmingham to train, we do all of their food, and so we do that. But it's crazy. I worked at a church for 2 years, and I get more emails and DMs about people thanking us for what we've done.
I was going to say, tell me a story. Tell me like one story.
So we have tons of stories from the moms that thank you for helping me lose the weight after a baby.
Yes.
But then one of the things that sticks out in my mind is there's a guy named Derek, and he called one day and he said, "Thank you so much for helping." And I said, "Well, tell me again, what do you do?" And he's like, "Well, I'm a U.S. Marshal." I'm like, and he goes into whatever he does, and I'm like, "Well, Derek, what? I don't understand. What do you do?" He stopped and he paused, and he says, "Me eating your food and working out has made me better physically in so many ways." And I said, "Well, what is your job?" He goes, "My job is to make sure 9/11 doesn't happen again."
Oh, so it's an important job.
It's an important job. He rides on planes all day, but he has to physically do things. And he called me specifically and told me that the food that we were providing had helped him get better at his job. And that made all the difference in the world and gave me more purpose and more fulfillment out of all the different things that we've done. And it's just stories like that are countless. Or the NFL guy that's making $5 million a year who calls and says thanks because we've helped him hit a weight he needed to hit or get stronger or whatever. And then also, again, all the moms, man. I mean, I can't tell you how many moms.
Yes. Well, you know what I think would be great is at least once a month I end up, a friend either has a baby,
for sure,
gets a new puppy, has a tragedy in their family. I end up taking dinner to friends and neighbors at least once a month, at least. And so a lot of times I struggle thinking, what are they going to like? Are there allergies? A lot of people don't like heavy flavor where it's a lot of cultural food. So what do I give somebody? And this is a good option for that as well. You can pick up, they can warm up when they want to eat. Some people don't want to eat right at 5 o'clock. They might want to eat at 9 o'clock. So you can just leave it on their front porch with a note, thinking of you.
Correct. So we have the meals. We have the by the pound stuff that we talked about, and then we have the meals that you can get. And you can order as many as you want to, and you can get them individualized. It's great. But here's the thing too. Birmingham's a large city. We have 17 different locations that you can pick up food at, all the way from Alabaster to Gardendale to Trustful and tons of different places in between. So
where
you think
in Hoover?
where
Where our stations in
yes,
Hoover?
J19 and Godspeed. Godspeed's right. I mean, we could throw a football and hit
yeah, it
Godspeed
is.
right here in Hoover. And so we have all these different locations. So you think, well, they're not my area. If they're in the Birmingham area,
Yes.
we can service you for sure.
Yeah, 17's a lot of areas.
That's a lot of areas. And so we're obviously inside 459, there's a lot, but even outside 459, there's a lot of areas.
Okay,
So-
mealfit.co is the
ma'am.
website. You can go on there, see their menu, and of course, place an order there as well. Thank you, Thomas.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Don't go